What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Everspace. Everspace is a new roguelike or roguelite, depending on your definition of the word, that is available on Steam. It is still in early access and still fairly early in its early access life. It's got a good portion of the content that it's working on, but it hasn't quite gotten everything fleshed out, which, unfortunately, in my opinion, kind of makes that $30 price point a little bit of a sticking spot. The game overall, though, I do think is solid and enjoyable. So if you can get past the $30 price point, I think it's something that you're going to like. So let's get right into it, and we'll take a look at the game, its features, and what I like about it, don't like about it, and we'll go from there. So first off, like I said, this is a roguelike or roguelite, depending on your definition. That is a very heated topic on the internets these days. Roguelike, I believe, means that there is death and there is no continuation, and then roguelite means that there is. I'm not really sure. The original Rogue, you played, you died, that was it, GG, there was no real progression. Now we've got these roguelikes, you kind of got like Binding of Isaac, where you unlock items and it's technically progression, but it doesn't actually really boost your character, except it kind of does, because once you unlock certain items and the characters start with those. But is it a roguelike or a roguelite? I don't care. I'm going to call it a roguelike. If it drives you nuts, I'm sorry. Anyways, in this one, you can see down here, Colonial Interceptor Carol Robinson 8. That is how many times I have died, so to speak. This is my 8th clone or variation or version or whatever. Right now, there is only one ship. There are 2 other ships planned, I believe, for a total of 3. I don't think there's going to be any more than that. There may be something they work on. I'm not sure. I do kind of like it how if you look in the background, you can see that there are more of me back here. So when I inevitably die, and I will with this ship, we got another one ready to rock and roll. Perks. This is the progression system in the game. As you play the game, you're going to unlock a variety of items, weapons, blueprints, etc., and you're going to make some cash. You can sell certain things kind of like FTL. In fact, it's very FTL-like, except it's first person and or third person, and the controls are Twitch oriented, and the combat's very intense. But like the core basic mechanics of the merchant system are very FTL-esque. So if you're familiar with FTL, the map system's going to look good to you. The item system's kind of going to be similar, and I have a feeling the progression in ships will probably be similar as well, but I'm not sure. So let's look over some of the weapons. For instance, right here, this is your primary weapon. That's where your guns go. You can have multiple slots, basically multiple weapons, and you can see right now I currently have 3 slots available. There are multiple levels of this upgrade, which I guess would give me 4, then 5, maybe then 6. Some of these, though, have different price points. Like, for instance, right now this is one of 3. Sometimes you have to upgrade this 3 times, and then that gives you the next level. And then you upgrade it 3 times, and it gives you the next level. Why they do it that way instead of a solid price point, I'm not sure. I don't quite understand. The only thing I can think of is maybe they want you to be able to spend your credits, but it doesn't seem you lose your credits once you're in this screen. So I don't understand. It doesn't make much sense to me. Secondary weapons, you've got criticals, critical hit damage, critical hit chance. You've got max speed on your engines, boost speed, basically your afterburners, sensors. This will come in handy later on when I show you the map, which is very FTL-esque in the aspect that you have like multiple pathways that you can go through and then multiple sectors that you burn your way through until you inevitably get to some form of conclusion, which I haven't gotten to yet. You've got the sensor range, which just basically increases the range of what you can scan. Hull hit points, that's a critical one because shields have a tendency to kind of evaporate in this game. Here's all your shield buffs: shield capacity, shield shutdown, which I believe basically it's kind of like Halo, when like you run out of shields, it beeps for a second and then you start regenning. This kind of shortens that, and then you have the shield recharge rate, which is once it starts recharging, how fast it goes. Energy capacity, energy regeneration. I think of this as, it's kind of interesting how these two go together, because when you run out of energy, you also run out of shields, which makes sense from like a scientific perspective, or like Star Trek's perspective, if that's what you're into. But at the same time, in a lot of games, you think of energy and shields as kind of a separate, think of it like energy as mana and shields are like armor. It seems a little different, but I don't know. Like, for some reason, it seems weird to me, but then when I think about it, it makes logical sense. And I can't really think of another game off the top of my head. Of course, it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't gone to bed yet. So I'd already recorded this, and I had an audio issue, so we're gonna re-record it. So that's why we're doing this late in the morning. So if I'm a little there you go. Why? Anyways. Continuing on, got off on a tangent there. Devices and consumables. These are two different slots. Devices are kind of like boosters, time slow devices, variety of things like that. And then consumables are basically what they sound like. You consume them. So things like scanner probes and such stuff. Devices you use over and over again on a cooldown. Consumables, they are used and then they're gone. Then we've got loot. We have credit loot bonus, which basically gives you more money. And then we have rare loot chance, pretty self-explanatory. Resources, so this just reduces your crafting costs, increases your mining yield, and then gives you bonus resources. Damage and repair just basically sets it up to where you can repair easier, cheaper, faster, etc., etc. Jump drive increases your fuel. Lucky jump chance. Basically, if you run out of fuel, apparently you can still jump. I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. This gives you a chance to not die when you do so, which I guess is cool. And then you have miscellaneous down here. Retrieval basically seems to add a kind of like a Dark Souls-esque mode to the game. You will inevitably die in this game, and you will die quite frequently. When you do, this gives you the ability to apparently find your body in the game. I don't know exactly what all you're going to get out of that. Is it going to be, everything, just a percentage? Is some of it going to be damaged? Is it going to be fine? Not sure. Haven't gotten there yet. Let's see. That was for retrieval. Store credits, increase the amount of credit that will be carried over to your next run, and bonus equipment. So that's it seems like it's Binding of Isaac's Eve like setup, where just basically stuff just kind of randomly appears. So kind of interesting. So you're gonna get something that you can kind of choose from. I don't know if that gives you like 3 options and you get to pick one, or you just say yes, go ahead and rando me. And then the game gives you what it gives you. Eventually, we'll get there and find out. Stats. This right here basically tells you your missions, so to speak. So, like, for instance, I need to destroy 10 Okkar units in a single run. I need to destroy 50 fuel tanks in a single run. This one is hard. Earn 5,000 credits or more in a single run. These two are easy. This one, not so much. You can see your overall stats here. How many runs I've done, 7. How many wins, 0. Highest score reached, blah, 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 etc., etc. And then they have the codex, which I'm assuming is going to be some form of either story stuff or maybe like things that you find in game and unlock that kind of progresses the background storyline. That being said, this is a space sim game. You do have the ability supposedly to use a controller. It does look like that. And by controller, I mean like an Xbox 360 or PlayStation 4 controller. However, it does not have joystick support, which I find kind of odd. That being said, unlike most PC games, it does handle pretty damn well with the old computer controller. All right, so there's an outlaw scout. Good God, he is getting fucked up. Did he drop anything? All right, so there's some ore that we can mine. We've got some more ore there. Whoa, he just GTFO'd. There's one of those fuel tanks. There's another one. We need 50 of those. Unfortunately, if I attack those, we're going to bump into a lot of really nasty critters here. These guys... Whoa, what's going on? What's over here? Something was over here. All right, we're going to hit this plasma up. I could have sworn... Yeah, there it is. How far out are they? Yes, those I need to kill. All right, we're going to zip over here real quick, and then we're going to go take those out. Now, you're going to notice, let me pull up the user interface before we get too stuck in here. I have done some upgrades, so I have some extra slots here. You only start off with 2. Pulse lasers basically is an anti-shield weapon. Gatling gun is an anti-armor weapon. Use this to drop shields. Use this to fuck them up. Missiles, kind of general overall. They do seem to do a little bit better versus armor. You got your devices here. You can have 3, consumables 3. I don't remember if I've upgraded these or not. This is all of the different types of materials that you may have found in this run. You have to have different versions of these for different things, some for crafting, some for repairs, and they really become critical later on. Repairing, like for instance, right here, you can see I have 0 nanobots. Well, right now it says to repair my hull, I don't need any because my hull's in full good condition. Well, if my hull wasn't in good condition, I would need nanobots to do it. If you don't have any, you can't repair. Think of it almost like scrap from FTL. So you got to have that to do that. It's kind of an interesting system. I haven't gotten far enough in the game to see if it gets really tough later on because I keep getting blasted by making stupid mistakes early on. So we'll kind of see. You can see all of the different components can be damaged as well. So your shields, your engines, all of these different devices and things can take damage if you get into fights and your shields go down, and they can cause some various problems for you if they're not working. Here is a star map. If you're familiar with FTL, this is going to kind of look familiar. Now, I actually have enough of a sensor upgrade now that I can kind of see what some of these look like. So you can see these are relatively low risk. This one's bad, and that's our exit. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess those are all low risk. I don't know. For some reason, like this looks like this until I look at this, and then it almost looks like that, like a middle ground between the two. I think it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. And then over here, you can see your stats, and this shows your current quote-unquote mission. Now, I don't know if I have to do all of these in one, or if I can do like this one, and then this one, and I'll get credit for those, and then we can do this, you know, later, because I don't think there's any way in hell I'm going to destroy 50 fuel tanks. I've never seen that much, unless the game's a lot longer than I realize. I just don't know if we're going to get there. One other thing I did want to show you guys is the third... What the fuck? Alright, buddy. Me and you are going to have some problems. Okay, he's gone. Okay, switching. Hey. Okay, I don't think am I hitting him? I mean, he's hitting me. Switching. Oh, God! Okay, I guess he just fragged into me there at the end. I didn't think he had the aim on me. Anyways, this here is the third person. If you prefer third person view, you can kind of rock and roll with this. You can kind of get a feel for how maneuverable the ship is. I prefer first person. That's just my personal preference. Your mileage may vary. Now, we're sitting here inside the plasma field to kind of stock up on plasma. Plasma is a resource that you can use for crafting. You can use it for selling to people, etc., etc. I just wanted to load up on what I could there. There's some mineable gas. There's another plasma field. I guess we'll zip over here. Now, you can kind of see that exploring these areas kind of can take a little bit of time. I don't want to pop that drone because if I do, they'll engage. The longer you're in one of these areas, eventually some people show up. Think of it like an FTL, where if you stay in a sector too long, then, you know, the Republic or whatever the hell it is, I forget what it's called, starts moving in on you and you start having problems. Very similar to that, except it's active. So you got to kind of be careful how long you hang out in a certain area, because bad things can happen to you if you take too long. All right, mineable stuff. Let's go ahead and chew this up real quick. There we go, gas fully mined. Let's head up here. Now you have to be also careful looting containers. If you're looting a container that's right next to somebody, like it's a GMB container, and you're looting it off of, say, a GMB freighter, then they have a tendency to get kind of pissy about it. So like this, gee, fuck! Okay. Okay, didn't realize this was outlaws. Oh god, we're in trouble. Switch. Okay. Are we good? Jesus. Alright, I think we're fine. It's kind of interesting how, like, I didn't get any kind of
monetary reward for your endeavors.
Thank you. I didn't get any, like, warning about that until shit just went down. Beam laser? Oh, daddy likes. Let's see. This is hull DPS 2673. This is... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Wait, that's per second? That's per second. Hull damage 4. Yeah. I think we're going to be rocking and rolling with that thing from here on. Yeah. That's pretty hot. Not going to lie. I kind of like that. All right, let's head over here. Let's see. Anything else special? I don't see anything else special here. Let's get down here, get this ore. I would love to pop these 2 containers here. Unfortunately, if I do that, then we're going to have to... No! Fuck. If we do that, then we're going to have to deal with all of these. Also, keep in mind, sometimes ships will jump in once you engage. So if I engage these guys, not only will these dudes aggro me, but in the next system, they'll aggro me again. And at the moment, we're a little squishy. Now, you may have noticed we took just a bit of damage right here. You can see nanobots. I have 0, so I can't repair this even if I wanted to. So, kind of a bummer. So, yeah, we're not going to be engaging these guys. I am going to pick this up. There we go. They don't mind if you steal the ore like that, but they are, like, if I shoot that right there to open it up, they will definitely fucking mind that. And, like, right now I can't see it. They don't show up, but there are turrets. Like, there's a turret right here. There's probably going to be a variety of other turrets elsewhere. And I also love this, that you can sit here and watch this thing spit ore out. I think that's really freaking cool. Okay, well, I think that's about all we've got here. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Head to the next area. Now, notice at the top right, my fuel. Watch here in a second once we warp out. Fuel's going to drop depending on the distance. So I have 2 options here. We don't want to go to this one because it's a medium risk. So we're going to go to the low risk location down south. Technically, I could still go here and then angle over, but for some reason, I kind of want to just avoid that if at all possible. So let's jump through. There we go. All right, we're going to do a quick pause here, make sure that the video is doing fine because I had to screw up with the audio and I just want to double check it real quick. All right, we are back. I think everything's fine. We'll see. All right, so we got a GMB fighter and a GMB freighter. Freighter is being escorted by the fighter. Let's go ahead and drop a scan probe, see if we can't find something. Looks like we have another outlaw scout over here. Light fighters. Some containers, plasma fields. Let's go hit this light fighter real quick. Looks like something hostiles up here. Might as well kill these guys real quick. Let me try out our new guns here. Seems to melt him pretty good. Yeah, and aiming is pretty fucking easy too.
Well executed.
Thank you. I thought so. Alright, is there anything... Did neither of them drop anything? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, so this is a comm hub here. Comm hubs have a couple different things. Sometimes they can jam warp drives, so you can't get out. Okay, dodge that missile. See, I'm hacking it. You have to be close. Okay, we're out of energy, apparently. He's gone. Okay. Now I already scanned, so I'm not getting a benefit from this one. If I hadn't scanned, I would have gotten a benefit. Specifically, it would have scanned for me for free of charge. So I kind of screwed up there. It's not really my fault because I didn't know that thing was even there. But if I had, I could have saved myself a little bit of stuff. Now, one of the things I want to check out real quick is clicking here. You can see I can build, upgrade, and remove. Now, if I wanted to upgrade, I could, if I had the materials, I could, and you can see right here, I'm missing crystals. So if I can get 7 crystals, then I can build a shield upgrade mod. And basically what that'll do is do more damage to shields. Fairly straightforward. Okay, let's pick up that power cell. Zip over here real quick. And where are we headed next? Those are 3.2k away. Is that... I can't tell if that's GMB or not. I don't see any GMB signs. So we're probably okay. It may be an outlaw, though, so I do need to be careful over here. Speaking of, let's check our stats. I have killed 2 ochre this run, so I need to kill 8 more ochre. There we go. Flip around. Okay, at least that's not a missile turret. There we go. Yeah, this seems to do absolutely shit damage to hull. Okay, flip it around. As far as I know, there's no strafe down. Or hat switch down. There may be. Let me take a look real quick. Options, controls, keyboard plus mouse, customize controls. Strafe left, strafe right. Hover down is left control. Okay. Cancel. Back, back, back. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, good, good, good. Just need to remember that. Fusion blasters. Okay. So let's pull up fusion blasters here. All right, so you can see hull DPS is 60, shield DPS is 120. That's pretty decent. It does seem to be better in pretty much all situations in the pulse laser. So we are going to swap the pulse laser out, pressing F. And now we're going to salvage the pulse laser by pressing R and turning it into this stuff here, which since we're not going to be using it, we might as well get something out of it, right? All right, what do we got here? Gas. All right, fair enough. What's next? How far away? 3K? All right, let's head over here. Now, I do need to be quick here because keep in mind, the longer we're here, the greater the chance that we're going to get some interceptors to show up that aren't going to be very happy with me. That was a power cell. Gel scrap 10? Sure. That's not too far away either. I think this is the people we hit earlier. I just missed it. And apparently I missed this tech container too. Now, apparently there was some kind of war between the different races, I think GMB and Orkin or whatever. And so you're going to find a lot of wrecks and such and things like that. There we go. Nanobots. That's going to let us maybe do a little repairing. Yep. You can see 3. We need 6 to completely repair, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I have 6 and I only need 3 to repair. Yeah. That's what it is. All right, so that's a GMB light fighter. That's a GMB fighter and a freighter. Mineable ore. Let's hit that. That ought to give us something. All right. Okay. Is that it? There we go. Okay. What else we got? Anything good? That's a light fighter. Plasma field? I guess we'll go pick that up real quick. It's not that far away. And I think that's the last thing here. There we go. I don't see anything else. Nothing that I want to mess with anyway, I guess I should say. Now these freighters, if you go and engage them, you got to be careful because number one, their escort's going to engage you. Sometimes ships will warp in as well. And the freighter can actually fuck off. So if it decides to piss off, you're more or less stuck. Now, if we look at this, our shield DPS is okay. I can upgrade this if I want. Actually, no, I can't. Cannot upgrade. So don't have any stuff there. I can build new missiles, it looks like. So I have enough for 6. Let's see. I could build a shield module here, but I've already got one, so I don't think I really need that. Damage boosters. Increase the damage output for a certain amount of time. Interesting. Energy injector instantly adds a small amount of energy to your core, and then scanning probe scans the area and adds previously undiscovered objects to the radar, may draw enemies to your position. Let's go and pick up 2 of those for now. Okay. The main problem here is we didn't find any fuel, so that could possibly be a problem the longer our journey goes. Very similar to, FTL and other space games. Gotta have fuel to get somewhere. If you don't, you can't get anywhere. Bad things happen. All right, moving on. Okay, what do we have here? We have outlawed drones. Okay. Let's move on a little bit closer. I'll angle over here to the right. Did they both? Whoa! No one's down. No one's down. I was kind of hoping that the missiles were going to drop those guys, but it seems like I wasn't lucky. Let's do a quick scan. Okay, we've got some GMB stuff over there. Let's hit this tech container. Maybe we'll get lucky and get some kind of cool upgrade. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do kind of like these beam lasers, but how do the blasters... Oh, I like that a lot better. I wanted to show you guys what this looked like. There's a charge up on the Gatling gun, which is why I'm not a big fan of it. Shield extra... Wait, what does the XC stand for? The extra charge addition to the shield is an increased recharge rate and shorter shutdown delays at the cost of maximum capacity. Ooh. Yeah, what the hell? Let's swap it. No, not salvage. Swap, and then we'll salvage. Yes. Okay, so we now have less shields, but it'll come back on faster. Which may end up being a mistake. I guess we'll find out here in a bit. Whoa, that was 30 ore? Or is that just how much ore I got total? Not sure. It's not really clear there. We're not going to do with the freighter. Here we go. How is this not... I was about to say, how is this not plasma that we can harvest? Alright, let's switch back to the fusion blasters. I kind of like these. Wait for this to fully harvest. There we go. Okay. Looks like a mining base has been taken out. Interesting. You can see all the fuel containers have already been popped. So if I wanted to pop them, wouldn't work. One of the really nice things about this, if you guys are you're an old school gamer like myself,
Give me something nice.
Okay. The control mechanisms for this feel very similar to a game called Descent. If you've ever played Descent, you'll feel kind of right at home here. It's very similar to that. Okay. We did take quite a bit of damage there, which I'm not real happy about. Oh, I don't want to do the tech containers. Again, the reason I don't want to mess with those containers is we're going to have to fight the GMB. And that's not going to end well for me. Let's hit this tech container. It's about 5k out. Let's blow the boost. You guys see what it looks like. See how I dropped my shields up there in the top left? Does kick your speed up pretty good, though. You got to be careful flying at that speed. I have a tendency to accidentally do that instead of, what do you call it? Do that instead of like rotating. So I got to be kind of careful there. Front shield Mark II generates an impenetrable shield in front of your ship for, let's swap that. Yeah. Swap? No. I keep doing the, there we go. Okay. So my question now is, do I have to swap is it just passive? It's a passive device, so I don't think it even has to be equipped. Okay, perfect. So we have a flat cannon here now. A devastating weapon that shoots explosive bullets which will detonate near their targets, dealing splash damage. Very efficient when dealing with groups of enemies. I like the sound of that. Does well with hull, decent with shield. Okay. Let's swap it out for the Gatling gun then. Let's swap it out. No. God dang, I will eventually learn that hotkey. And let's salvage that. Let's take a look at the flat cannon. I'm not sure I quite understand how that works. And we're probably not going to get into a fight in this system, so figuring it out is going to probably be a little bit problematic. I guess we can try it right over here. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, I can kind of see how that might be beneficial there. I can see how that might be beneficial for sure. Okay, yeah, let's take a look. What can we do with this thing? Again, nothing. So it is letting me do some stuff in there. I just don't understand why it's showing up build new. So I can basically override it with 2 Gatling guns if I wanted to, which I don't. Or I could remove it, which we're not going to do either. I have the money to redo our what do you call it? Yeah, let's go ahead and repair. Okay, anything I'm missing? Let's get this real quick. I do want to test out this new weapon here. I will say this thing mines like a boss. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how it plays out. Yeah, but I just don't have enough shields to really deal with anything serious yet. So I'm hoping that in the next system, we'll deal with something kind of light. You also notice we haven't had any fuel yet. If I don't get any fuel in the next system, pretty much, we're going to have to actually start pirating. We're not going to have a choice. Because otherwise, we just simply aren't going to have the materials to keep going. I mean, we're down to 25%. There's the jump gate. Whoa. Hello, buddies. How are you? You're 3K. You're 2K. Yeah. What's up, bro? All right, let's get this on. Here we go. Oh, wow. That's fucking sick. I like that a lot. Yeah. That's fucking hot, dude. That's fucking hot. Let's go pay you a visit, bro. Whoa, bro. Whoa. Jesus, dude, I liquefied his ass. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's just do a quick peek and see if we can see anything that's a scanning. I don't see anything that does scanning off the top of my head. So, if it's here, I'm just missing. Good. Hello. Okay. Whoop! Okay, we're fine. Yeah, I feel like that's hostile. I'm not sure. Okay, that's nanobots. Yeah, I'm a little... Yep, there it is. Okay, there we go.
I'll take these. Thank
Yes, you sure will. Okay, how far away are these? Mineable crystals? We need crystals. That's going to give us that shield penetration that we're looking for. And for this weapon, where is it? Flat cannon. You can see our shield penetration is not all that good. So if we can get something that's going to kick our shield penetration up, might be in good shape. Again, no fuel. Now, from what I understand, using the jump gate doesn't cost fuel, I believe. I may be wrong about that. I seem to think... I've only managed to get this far once, so I could be completely wrong. Okay, crystal fully mined. Just try and do this without scraping the asteroid in some nasty way. All right, let's get out. Oop. Okay, let's see. Ooh, a trader. Okay, remember I was telling you guys, you know, FTL rules where you can come around here and trade with some of these guys? This is one of those dudes I was talking about.
Apparently so. Quite fortuitous to encounter one in these parts.
About time.
Okay. And we just get a little closer, I think, and trade. Okay. So I can sell scrap. I can sell ore. We are going to sell our ore for 464. Plasma mine times 5? Oh, I think I did this in reverse. I think. Oh, I don't know what a plasma mine... Oh, it drops a mine. Yeah. Definitely don't want that. I can trade all my crystals for that, but I don't think we're going to do that. I don't think we're going to do that. I think that's enough. I think that's enough. All right. We are going to go to our flat cannon. Do I still have the ability to upgrade this? I do. Now you can see this is now a +1. Increases the shield penetration by 10%. So right now it is now up to shield DPS is 50. We can upgrade it again if we want. 55. If I do it again, it should be 60, right? 60.5 and change. Not too shabby. Haven't even used our missiles yet, so pretty good setup. Pretty good setup. Okay. Mineable crystal. Might as well zip over here and pick this up real quick. That's going to allow us to do more if I so choose. I don't know how many pluses you can do to an item. Is it just 3? Is it more? Let's see. Apparently it's just 3. Okay. So I may have kind of screwed myself there, sort of, by putting all of my points into that. So it's possible that, you know, later on I'll learn some more upgrades, possibly even on this run that might benefit me more. Not too worried about it though. All right, that's a compound. Let's go pick those up real quick. And then we'll just swing around and grab the rest of our stuff. Haven't seen any of the interceptors come in on this yet, so definitely not complaining about that. Come on now, buddy. Come on. All right. Mineable ore, containers, mineable ore, trader. Don't care about the trader. All right, let's hit the plasma field. I'm going to go ahead and blow our energy boost to get over here real quick. There we go. Pick this up, and then we'll do the other 2 things real fast. Okay, mineable ore is there. Container, mineable ore. Okay, fully harvested. Now keep in mind, my scanning probe may not have found everything on first shot. Depending on where you deploy that thing, supposedly you may not see everything. So we just may not have been close enough to see everything. And if that's the case, there could technically... Ow. There could technically be stuff still floating around that we missed. Go. All right, I think that's everything. Let's ease down. Yeah, I think the only thing else here is the trader. And we're not going to fuck with him. Okay. Let's go through the portal. Oh god, do I not have enough fuel to go through the portal? Do I have to go actually physically? Okay, I was about to say, I don't think I have to go physically through it. Last time I was able to go through it without any problems. All right, so you notice it didn't use any fuel.
Well,
Perfect.
let's see what this sector has in store for us.
All right, Sector 2. Let's pull up the map and take a look real quick. Looks like we got medium risk pretty much everywhere. If I go south, though, I don't have to do medium risk again, just once. So we'll be heading south and then up. Let's see, we got GMB freighter, mining drone. And we're basically out of fuel after this jump. So we need to do a quick scan. Can I build a scanner probe? Please, please, please. There we go. Let's build 4. The reason I'm building 4 is we are going to need them. All right, throw that out. Oh, dear God. All right, so we have an elite outlaw scout, which I have no idea what it is, and we have a fight going on over here. I need to be careful getting involved in this fight, and the reason behind that is if I get involved in that fight, I have an AoE weapon. So that's a big melee over there, or melee. That's the correct pronunciation. I've always said melee wrong. Sorry. If you're new to my channel, that may twerk you a little bit. That being said, with my AoE weapon of choice, that may not be my best interest to go over there and dance with those sons of bitches. Well, let's try it.
Why does this vessel appear with a skull?
This is to highlight a superior fighter. It will be harder to take down.
We'll have to see about that.
Trying to keep... Got him. Okay, lots of monies. Alright, we got an access key to something. Whoop, something's attacking us. Okay, everything seems to be okay here. They weren't shooting at me. I think I got away with it. I think I dinked one of them. Apparently there's a little bit of an intelligence here, or I just got really fucking lucky. Oh, dude, look at this. Keep in mind, guys, we have that requirement to blow 50. And that's a lot. Now, that's a rocket turret there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, dear God. And change? Fuck me. Yeah, I would do it. The problem is there's not 50 there, and there's no way I survive. Not with how squishy my shields are. Even if I, like, go ham and just melt into them, I don't have the staying power to do it, and they're gonna chew me to pieces. So we're gonna play smart. Keep in mind we are still low on fuel. Now I may end up having to do it anyway because we may not have the fuel for it. So if I don't have the fuel for it, there's not much I can do. There we go. All right, let's head over here real quick. Dodge. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? Okay, can we just scoop all this up from here? There we go. Need those nanobots. Thank you kindly. Let's get out of here. Again, game looks beautiful. All right, let's hit that gas up, and we'll get both of those. Gas may actually be fuel. I don't remember. We haven't seen any gas yet, so I guess we'll find out. And this looks like some fuel bays, too. If they're not destroyed, I might be able to pop them for credit. And it doesn't look like these are GMBs either, so I might be able to pop these without getting in trouble, maybe. Okay, so no, it's just flat out gas. So I can get gas here, but...
There sure are a lot of valuable goods lying around.
Whoa.
Not much attention was paid to cleanup after the war, but we're helping in our own way.
We're helping in our own way. That little robot is your companion. I forgot to cover what he does. In the tutorial... There's one. Oh, fuck! Okay. Really? Okay, we got missiles coming in. Well, I didn't expect that to be GMB. You'll notice that these guys were not here previously. They jumped in. Fuck you. Drop something cool. Fuel. Okay. Whoop. Ow. Hang on. Consumables. Can I give myself energy? Energy injector. Okay. 4. See? Die, please. Now would be a good time. Please die. Thank you. Shit, something else is shooting at me. Oh, okay, how many missiles do I got? 9? Whoa! How are you still alive? Oh, I've lost my locking computer. That's why. Remember I was telling you guys the locking, some of the different tools and such can get kind of hinky. There we go,
Credits.
he's gone.
Better value by weight.
Hey, 5,000 credits or more in a run. Okay, so our ship is completely and utterly fucked right now. Looks like our sensors are offline, so we're going to go and repair those. That's going to fix the sensors, and we have enough bots to repair everything else. We were drifting around a little funky there, too. Controls were a little off. All right, we're going to come back over here, and we're going to finish popping. I can't tell where we're getting shot from. Behind. Where are you? Hello. Okay, just fucking frag him. God dang. I was trying to save some energy there by not just holding it down and going ham, but... fuck it. Oh, God. Yeah, that didn't work. Should have locked before I fired. Pick the gas up. Yep. No. You guys aren't going to hit me that way. Okay. Get him. Really? Shit. Move. Okay, I'm about out of energy. Hang on. That's what's going on here. Hug it. Whoop. Don't want to go in there. Alright, where is his dick bag? There he is. Okay, how much stuff do I have? Light missile. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? How are we doing on repairs? We're fine on that. Okay. Jesus, that guy can take a hit, can he? There we go. Fuck! Shit. Are they closing? Okay, no, they're far away. Alright, how many of the... oh my god, 3 of 50. Yeah, that's just not worth it. Every time I do that, we're gonna have to deal with more bad guys warping in, and it's probably just better to just fucking leave. Although, I can get fuel from those, which is kind of nice. Let's get the mineable ore. That's a GMB container. If they already fucking hate me, we might as well just go ham with it, right? Uh-oh. Interceptor's inbound. That right there, my friends, is what I was telling you guys about. Alright, we need to bail. Where's the exit? Let's go. Yeah, they basically land on top of you, or close to you, and then immediately engage. So, we're gonna bail. Keep in mind, we're basically out of fuel now. We're traveling south because that seemed to be the safer route. Maybe not. Already made 6,200 credits this round. Pretty happy. Knocked off one of our... whoa, what the fuck is that?
We do not have enough fuel on board for the next jump.
Ah, I better find some.
Yeah, no shit. Do a quick scan. What do we got? Oh! Yeah, we're gonna come play over here. Pretty sure this is a tarp of tarpiness. This is the tarpiest tarp I've ever seen. Look at all that. This is either going to be the biggest payday of my life or the last 30 seconds of this playthrough. What do we got over there? He's fairly far out. Not too worried about him yet. Whoa! God dang, I like ducked. That was almost fucking hit my mic. Jesus Christ. If I had the face cam on, you guys would be laughing so hard at my ass. Something's locked on. Yep. Hello, boy. Oh, God. So, yeah, you can shoot down missiles. Oh, God.
I'm taking damage.
Yeah, I can tell. Hug it, hug it, hug it, hug it tight. Oh, my God. All right. Repair. Let it click in. Okay. Whoa! Gotta stay close to the ship. Oh, dude! Firing before I'm clear is just a dick move. Okay, we're good. They're still a bit out? No, they're not. Nope. Thankfully, you're squishy as hell. Okay. Roll? Where? I see ya. Oh, fuck. I don't know what that is. Oh. Okay. Can we repair enough? Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't have inertial dampeners, so I'm drifting pretty hard. Yeah, and controlling is turning, and my sensors are off. Yep. So I can't lock onto this guy. Did I get him? Yep, now he's gone. Holy shit, this is fucking wonky. You guys can't tell how... Oh, fuck. Hang on. That's not what I meant. Oh! Oh, you're fucked, bro. That is sick! Where is it? Did I get him? Those are mines. I shot that mine. I hear something. What the fuck, dude? Okay. Alright, where is the platform? Okay, platform's there. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I don't have sensors anymore, so getting Jesus! Fuck! Okay, stopping is almost impossible too. Yes, swap. Seems to be better in every way except for the energy allocation. Alright. Salvage. Yes. What do we got here? Fusion blaster. Same weapon. Salvage. That give us enough to repair? Nope, need nanobots and more nanobots. So I need... Can I create nanobots by chance? That's a negative. That fucking sucks anus. Because I can't fucking... I mean, I can barely move. And I can't... my scanner's gone. You'll notice in the top right, our scanner's all sorts of jack. Now, the good news is... We got enough... Okay, we're going to head over here. The good news is we do have enough fuel to leave. Technically. The bad news is... I'm not sure if leaving's really in our best interest.
You've been asked to make a delivery. A simple task.
What?
Although it will earn you some credits. See map coordinates for details.
What? I don't understand. You realize our fucking system's offline and we can't see shit, right? There's got to be something here. Okay. I'm glad at least something's working. If there's a crate here, maybe I'll get lucky and just hit it. There we go. Hit everything but it? Okay, I'm pretty sure I want to stay the fuck away from that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pretty sure there was something like right here. Yeah, I can't really tell. The crate, there it is, there it is. Is that it? No. Yeah, you guys can't really, maybe not even be able to tell, but there's like stuff spinning around. That stuff spinning around is the location of things. I think we're good. So we're just going to jump. Collect the package. I can't even see. So how am I supposed to collect a package I can't even find? Oh, okay, let's go. I may get yelled at for doing that, but hey, you know, we're still alive. I'm counting that as a positive.
What's going on? My instruments are acting up.
These clouds are made of highly dense and supercharged particles.
Dear
They are
God.
interfering with the sensors.
Oh, that's just what I need.
What's this? Oh! Already getting shot. Can't even move. Where am I getting shot from? I hear the bullets. I can't see it! It's behind me! Hi! Fuck you, dude! Oh!
Better.
Fuck you! You! Oh, we're completely adrift now. Oh, yeah. What? What? I don't speak Klingon. What do you? No, dude. Sorry. Sorry. Please. Gentle. Oh, fuck. Hey. Chill. Chill. Okay. We have no nanobots. Yeah, this is it, boys. This is the end of the run. Unless I somehow manage to kill these 2 fuckwits. Or 3 fuckwits. I don't know. However many fuckwits there may be. Ow. Ow. I can't even lock you, you fucking shithead. No, we're not gonna be able to hit anything but this. And I can't hardly steer. Ow. What? Stop beeping at me. Oh, okay, so he's... Like, I haven't even phased this dickbag yet. Can't turn. Can't see. Jesus Christ. You're not gonna take me quietly, motherfucker. Alright, let this sheet... I can't even see my energy. Alright, easy. Oh, God, that hurt. Okay, I think I'm actually getting through his shields now. Did I get him? Fuck yeah! Dude! If I manage to beat this guy with my ship falling apart... Oh! Where the fuck? Am I sniping with a fucking... Quit it. Fucking quit it. Oh my God. I just won a fight where I could barely move. Still can't repair. Okay. I can jump, but... Oh, dude, they're gonna fucking hate me over here. Oh, fuck! Oh, God! Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm like adrift. This is ridiculous. Okay, you know what? What the fuck? Who's this? I can't tell if he's friendly or... Oh. Alright, hang on. Easy. Fuck!
They've locked onto me.
Oh. So the problem was, like, stopping my forward momentum there was almost impossible. We get 21 kills, new record, get 6,700, which is also a new record. Made it Sector 2, which I've been to before, but we made it further than we'd gotten before. Now that we're back out, we get to keep some of our cash, some of our ill-gotten gains. We can use that to buy different stuffs, which I'll do later on. That being said, guys, this is you know, the game in a nutshell. Personally, I think it's a great game. I think it's an enjoyable game. Everspace has a lot of potential. I think they've done a really good job. It is an absolutely gorgeous game. It's engrossing. It's challenging. Like I said, my only complaint is for a game that's in early access in the point that it is, i.e. it's still missing 2 ships. It's missing a lot of other features. I feel that $30 price point is a little high. That being said, I have a feeling that the game is going to progress into something that will eventually be worth that $30. And if you're somebody that doesn't mind investing in early access, which these days and age has been kind of scary, already it's better out of the box, and I think more enjoyment than I got out of No Man's Sky. So, take that with a grain of salt. So, if the price point doesn't bug you and you like this style of game, it's definitely worth a pickup. I think it's a solid game, and I think it's going to grow into an even better game. But I would like to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know. Do you like this game? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts? Some of your impressions? Let me know. Read my comments always. So would love to hear from you guys. That being said, if you did enjoy this video, please slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.